Rolling.
Alright, so this is our pantry door, and I just want to explain a little bit what we're doing. We had to figure out, we're going to do Dutch doors here, so we had to figure out where our top door and bottom door would separate. So we kind of laid it out on the ground, figured out where our trim was going to go, and started working our way in to figure out the center of the window, where it's going to be.
Because there's going to be a window there.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is going to be glass so we can see through into the pantry. So we just set up the gaps and
because we wanted the window to be centered, and then we wanted it to have an even amount of space all the way around the window, between the window and the trim, because there's going to be a 6-inch trim on here. So there is a gap between the window and the trim, and it's about 2.5 inches, and we wanted that to be the same all the way around, so that it didn't look like the window wasn't centered, or like there was too much room on the top and not enough room on the bottom.
composition and the proportions.
Yeah, just to make it look centered. And then this bottom door will have like sort of a short bar that sticks out with some corbels underneath it. Just barely, not enough to really use for anything, it's just aesthetic. So because our door is going to be black, we are framing out the glass piece. This is going to be what holds the glass inside the door so that it's perfectly flush in the middle of the thickness of the door, I guess. So we cut out this groove, I don't know if you could see it, and that's what the glass fits in, like this. And then we spray painted it black because we are painting the door black. We're not using spray paint, but spray paint is just easier to get into that really tight groove, because we don't want to see wood tone when you look at the glass on the inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some silicone in this groove, and we're going to frame out the window, and then we're going to tape it all together. And then once that dries, this will be retrofitted into the door, and then another piece of trim, like a nice mitered frame, is going to go over this piece and attach this piece and hold everything inside the door. I hope that makes sense. On one end. So there's just a teeny bit of silicone seeping out. That's not a big deal because we'll just take a razor blade later and make a slit and peel it right off. Now it's time to do the other sides. All right, we got all the pieces in, and you'll notice that we didn't miter the corners, but they do butt up nicely. And we didn't need to miter the corners because this piece is only to hold the window inside the middle of the door, like the thickness of the door. There's going to be another trim piece that goes over this that attaches to this wood piece. So that's where we are. It's going